I may die at any moment, but I am now assured my movement will go on. These boys will carry.
Mm-hmm.
That my mission is, in that way, is successful. I came here with this idea that this Krishna consciousness movement should be started for America. Because anything accepted by America, people follow. Because America is considered to be this. Now actually, America is not a poverty-stricken country. No. So, they can very easily understand, they can take it. And there are many confused youths. So with all this consideration I came here. And I think I'm successful. Yes.
Doesn't seem like very many converts in that amount of time. How many followers, other than... Pardon me, please.
That's all.
How many followers are there within just 100?
Little more than 100.
Well, wait.
Well, these are initiates who are strictly following. Of course, there are more and more people come to the temples. More people join.
How many temples are there?
We have about 13 temples.
How many?
30.
13?
One in this Los Angeles, one San Francisco, one New York, one Santa Fe, one Buffalo, one Boston, one Montreal, one Vancouver, Seattle, Columbus, and then London, Hamburg, in this way, Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, there's got to be more than 100 people in 13 temples.
Yeah.
These are
Yes, more than 100. Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, I've got list. There's more than
Must
100.
be at least, because that would only be an average of 10 per temple.
Yes. Here we have got about 20 heads in this temple.
But 20 here.
Yes.
Now, where does the money come from to print Godhead?
God sends.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, but God doesn't write checks and stuff like that. I'm just sort of curious. And I must say that
God dictates you and you pay. That's all.
I must say that answer to that question is a very ambivalent answer.
Yeah.
And
I came here, you will be surprised. I came here with $7 only. And the whole establishment expenditure is not less than, I think, $5,000 monthly. At least.
That's $60,000 a year.
Yes.
Well, I mean, is it donated?
Do you think 5,000 is very minimal? I think it is more than that.
I have no idea.
Yes. Because we are paying, this temple we are paying 400, simply rent. Similarly, each and every place we are paying 300, 400 rent.
Well, do people come to the services who are not disciples?
Yes. No, we allow everyone, come on.
Yeah.
Chant, take prasadam, we offer this prasadam. Chant, dance, hear Bhagavad Gita, and take prasadam and go home.
Yeah. And in other words, so that if they want to donate something, they donate.
Yes, we ask donation, that we are simply depending on donation. If you like, you can pay.
Yeah.
People pay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And is that how the magazine is published?
Magazine also we take to the market and put it for sale. People purchase. So actually, we have no steady fund.
Oh, you don't?
No. We're simply depending on Krishna. But by the grace of Krishna, our movement is increasing. It is not decreasing.
That's good.
That's
Yeah, that's fine. I just, I'm curious about this because it's a beautiful magazine. It
So
really
try
is.
to help us.
Pardon?
Try to help this movement. Your America, there are so many rich men. If somebody comes and helps this movement, one or two, we can make very steady progress. We have no money. They're struggling very hard. You see? This boy is professor in the YU University. So whatever he is earning, he is spending for this. Similarly, all the boys, whatever they earn, they spend. But that is not sufficient, you see. We require to make propaganda. We cannot sufficiently publish this magazine. We want to publish it at least 50,000 per month. But there is no money. You see, we are publishing at most 5,000.
Somebody's blowing a shofar in here.
Concept.
Thought it was a shofar.
What is that?
A shofar.
Sofa? Huh? No.
The Jewish ram's horn.
Oh,
This conch shell sounding is considered auspicious. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually it is conch shell sounding.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So after offering prayer to the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
we babble this conch.
I guess I really asked the main question, not the main question, but the thing that I wanted to know was, again, was why this and about people like the Maharishi, which turned me off and so many people. And my daughter was very involved in that kind of thing for a while.
The psychology
She's terribly disillusioned.
Yes, the psychology is that your people, or the Western people, especially youngsters, they are hankering after something, you see. But the difficulty is, just like me, if somebody comes, Swamiji initiates me, I immediately says that you have to follow these 4 principles. He goes there. And this Maharshi, he did not put any restriction, is it? Just like a physician, if he says that you can do whatever you like, you simply take my medicine, you will be cured. That physician will be very much liked, you see.
Yeah, he'll kill a lot of people, but
Yeah.
he's very liked. Yeah.
And a physician who says, oh, you cannot do this, you cannot do this, you cannot eat this, it is botheration. So they want something. That is a fact. But at the same time, they want it very cheap. Therefore, the cheaters come and cheat them. They take the opportunity. These people want to be cheated. Let us take the advantage, you see.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they are advising that you are God, everyone is God, you just realize yourself, you have forgotten, and you take this mantra and you become God and you become powerful, whatever you like you can control, and there is no control of senses, you can drink, you can have unrestricted sex life and whatever you like. People like this, simply by 15 minutes meditation, I shall become God, and I have to pay only $35. So many millions of people will be ready. $35 in a country is not. But that man, 35 multiplied by million, he becomes $35 million. And we are crying here because we cannot bluff. We say that if you actually want, you have to follow this distinction. We cannot allow you that the commandment is, you shall not kill. And I shall say, yes, you can kill. The animal has no feeling. The animal has no soul. We cannot bluff in this.
That interesting what is? I wanted to know. It's a shame that this kind of thing, as I say, has turned off an awful lot of kids. Very disenchanted young people.
So please try to help us. This movement is very nice. It will help the humanity. It will help your country, the whole human society. It is a genuine movement. There is nothing bluff or nothing cheating. It is authorized. So I request you because...
Authorized by whom?
By authorized from Krishna.
Is there in India a licensing body by the state for people who to preach or to how the heck would you say it here?
It was not there because in India there are so many churches and they are supposed to be very saintly person. So, simply to become a disciple of a saintly person is sufficient certificate. Just like in your country, marriage requires certificate. In India still there is no certificate. The boys and girls, they are seated and before the relatives and priests, an elderly person, they are offered, I am doing that. There is no certificate. But still their connection is lifelong. What certificate will do? That ceremony is so nice. The wife takes my husband for life, and the husband takes wife as he is my companion for life. They cannot separate. There is no history in India that there was a certificate issued. No. But still the connection is so nice, the lifelong. Now they are being westernized, especially I am very sorry to say that lately our so-called westernized leaders, they are introducing this Hindu code bill, this marriage certificate, this and that. But formally they are exist.
Is there much divorce in India?
Yes, the modern so-called advanced boys and girls, they are now after divorce.
But before
But
that,
before that, even there was misunderstanding between husband and wife, there is no question of divorce. Take for my life, practical. I was a householder, now I have given up. So practically, I did not agree with my wife. But there is no dream of divorcing. You see? There is neither she dreamt, neither I dreamt. This was unknown. Now they are being introduced.
Western culture.
Yes.
Do you have much of a following in India itself?
Yes. Not mine personally, but my other god brothers. This cult is very good.
How many
Oh,
gods?
millions. We have got this Vaishnava philosophy, the Krishna consciousness, millions and millions, almost all, 80%. You ask any Indian and he will talk so many things about Krishna consciousness. He may not be my disciple, but there are many saintly persons like me, they are doing this business.
Did you get formal training with a...
Yes, I was initiated by my Guru Maharaj. Is that my spiritual master photo?
Oh, I see.
Yes. So, your country wanted a certificate for making me permanent resident. So I got a certificate from my god brothers that I am initiated. That's all. But otherwise, in our country, there is no necessity of certificate.
In other words, there's nothing like going to a seminary in India where you go to a seminary or a monastery and take
this
a
is
course
monastery.
for 4
This is
years.
Yes, there is a monastery. We have got an institution, Gaudiya Mountain Institution. They have got hundreds of branches. Yes.
You go for a prescribed course of study?
Yes, prescribed course of study is 2-3 books, that's all. Anyone can read. Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. You learn everything. You haven't got to learn so many huge volumes of books. Because Bhagavad Gita is such nice book. If you can understand one line, you advance 100 years. You see?
Yeah.
So, it is meaningful and so solid. Therefore, we have published this Bhagavad Gita as it is. Let your people read it, let them question, and try to understand what is this movement.
Macmillan is publishing this.
Yes, Macmillan is
Yeah. Now, do you go to this institute for a certain period of time?
There is no fixed period.
There is.
No. But, say for me, I was trained, my father was of this line.
Oh, your father did?
Oh, yes. My father trained me from childhood. Yes. And then I met my spiritual master in 1922. and I was initiated in 19... on the whole, there was a background. Because as I told you, there are 80-90% people are Krishna conscious, my family-wise.
I see.
You see?
Uh-huh.
You see? So we are trained up from the beginning of our life. Officially, of course, I accepted my spiritual master in 1933.
I see.
Since then, I had some background, and since I met, I developed this idea.
I see. I see. So you have been, in a sense, spreading this word since 1933 on your own.
No, I am spreading this missionary since 1900, practically since 59.
59.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
What did you do from the time?
I was a householder. I was doing business in medicine. Formerly, I was manager in a big chemical farm. But I was cultivating this knowledge.
I see.
Although I was householder, I was publishing this back to Godhead. Since
You were publishing that?
in India.
Oh, I
Yes,
see.
yes. I started in 1947
Yeah.
under the order of my spiritual master. So whatever I was earning, I was spending.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was not getting any return, but I was distributing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing this business since a long time. But actually, after giving up all connection with my family, I am doing this work since 1959.
Well, do you have children?
Oh yes, I have got grown-up boys.
Well, you just left them?
Yeah, I have got my wife, my grandchildren, everyone. But I have no connection with them. They are doing their own way. My wife is interested to the elderly boys. Yes.
Well, is that I find that sort of difficult to
What is that?
assimilate, to give up your family and just sort of say, see you
Yes,
later.
yes, that is the Vedic regulation.
Oh.
Everyone should give up family connection at a certain age, after the age of 50. One should not remain in family life. That is Vedic culture. Not that up to death one is in family wise. No, that is not good.
Can you explain?
First of all, a boy is trained as brahmachari, spiritual life. Then he is advised not to enter family life. But if he is unable to control his sex life, he is allowed, all right, to get yourself married. Then he remains in family life, say he marries at the age of 24 or 25. In 25 years, let him enjoy sex life. In the meantime, he gets some elderly children. So at the age of 50, the husband and wife goes away from his home and they travel in all places of pilgrimage just to detach them from family affection. In this way, when the man is little more advanced, he asks his wife that you go and take care of the family, and your sons grown up, they will take care of you. Let me take sannyas. So he becomes alone and preaches the knowledge which he has acquired. This is Vedic civilization. Not that a man should remain in family life from birth to death. No. In Buddhism also, there is compulsory regulative principle that a Buddhist must have become a sannyasi at least for 10 years. Yes. Because the whole idea is how to attain spiritual perfection. So if one remains in family life encumbered, he cannot make any spiritual advancement. But if the family also, whole family is Krishna conscious, then it is helpful. But that is very rare. Because the husband may be Krishna conscious, the wife may not be. But the culture was so nice that everyone remained Krishna conscious.
Do you think that that really, from a very practical standpoint, do you think that your movement has a chance to make it here in America?
So far I've seen it has great chance. What do you think?
From a very pragmatic standpoint, what do you think? Really?
Yes, it has possibilities. I don't know about on a wide scale, but it definitely has possibilities. Especially in, I think in these areas East.
Cosmopolitan area.
Of course, we're also starting a community in West Virginia.
You are? Why West Virginia?
Well, this is where we're starting. I've just started it with others help. The community.
You're starting it?
He has secured a land about 138 acres.
May I ask you why you picked?
It's mountainous and it's very economical living there.
Yeah, it is mountainous. Well, I mean, there's mountains here too. I'm not being facetious again. I'm just curious.
It's very economical living there, and it's also nicely located because we have temples in New York and in other areas in the east. So it's sort of like between the east and the west, sort of centrally.
And one thing is that the main supporter is he. He is working in YO University. He's near that.
Where are
Here
you?
in Ohio State University.
That's where you teach? How come you're not teaching us?
Well, this is Christmas vacation.
Oh, you're on vacation. You have tickets to the bowl meeting?
No.
Oh, the heck! I come all the way down here and you can't even get a ticket to the bowl meeting. Well, Ohio State or Ohio University?
Ohio State.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing the game here.
You think?
I know. It was
Yeah, I would feel that you had not attained that level of being out of it yet, that you wouldn't know that. Well, I really think I've asked most of the questions that I want to ask. I really sort of knew the answers. The ultimate of the answer, that is. I can't really think of much else to say or to ask. Have you anything that you'd like me to say that might be of some kind of revelation to me or to our readers or something that you know what you're really saying? There's no easy way out. If a man is to attain any goal in his quest for fulfillment, he's got to work at it. Really, isn't really what it amounts to. So your message is really no different from that of Moses or Christ or any of the other great religious leaders. That if people will follow the ethic of the Ten Commandments and follow it,
Yes.
that's where it is.
We ask people that we don't say that you give up your this religion and come to us. But at least you follow your own principles. And just like a student, after finish, sometimes in India it happens that although they have passed MA examination in Indian university, they come to foreign university to study more. So why does it come? To get more enlightenment. Similarly, any religious scripture you may follow. But if you get more enlightenment here, in this Krishna conscious movement, why should you not accept it? If you are serious about God.
Mm-hmm.
Why should you say, oh, I am Christian, I am Jews, I cannot attend your meeting? Why should you say, oh, I cannot allow you to speak in my church? If I am speaking about God, what objection you have got?
Well, I couldn't agree with you more.
Yes.
I'm sure you know, and I'm certainly aware that it's only recently that, for example, a Catholic couldn't even come in here. He has a son of the church. That's changed.
Now I have written one letter to Pope. You have seen that? Oh, where is that paper?
It's in here.
Oh, the letter to the... Did he answer?
I have not received any answer. In this paper?
I don't know.
No, not in this paper. Where is the latest?
In the latest.
Who is there? Ask to bring one latest. Bring one latest.
One's coming.
Yes. So you just that letter, but unfortunately I received no reply. How is that?
I guess he doesn't figure that you're of sufficient importance for him to deign to reply, I guess. That's about the way I figure. They don't, are inclined not to give credence to too much that isn't of his own doing or making or something.
Mhm. I do think that is very nice. I just will you read or he will read?
What is the renounced order? What's the
Renounce, this is renounce. I have no family connection.
Oh.
I used to cooperate with everyone, but they are declining. What can I do? I am prepared to talk with any God-conscious man and let us chalk out a program so that people may be benefited. But they want to go in their own stereotyped way. The Pope himself is harassed by the contraceptive proposal. People want sanction from him to use unrestricted contraceptive method. If we see that following a particular type of religious principle, one is developing his love of Godhead, that is first class religion.
Mm-hmm.
But if one is developing his love for demon or mammon, then what is the religion?
True. No one.
They say, that is our test. If you have developed, we don't say that you follow Christianism or Mohammedanism or Judaism or Hinduism, we don't say. Whether you are developing a love of God. But they deny, I am God, who is God? I am God. You see? Everyone is taught nowadays that everyone is God. Just see how fun. Everyone is God, do you think, like that?
You know from Mir Baba?
Huh?
You know,
He is also another rascal. He is preaching this, that everyone is God.
he says he's God.
He is God. Yes, see. This is going.
Do you know him?
Huh?
Have you ever seen him?
I have heard his name. I don't care to know these people.
Yeah.
He's making some propaganda. He's God.
He says he hasn't spoken in 40 years. 45 years.
That means people do not know what is God. Suppose if I come to you, if I say I am President Johnson, would you accept me?
No, I don't think I would.
That these people rascals are accepting as God because they do not know what is God. That is the defect. We know what is God. Therefore we cannot accept any rascal declaring that he is God. That is the defect.
Well, it's just absolutely absurd that somebody comes down and tells you he's God.
But how much rascal he is who accepts him as God? He is rascal number one. He is a cheater, and the man who is cheated, he is also another rascal. He does not know what is God. Anybody comes and God. As God has become so cheap, it can be available in the market everywhere.
Well, of course, the Western concept that man is created in the image of God, consequently God must look like man, kind of thing. Therefore, any man can be God or godly.
That's all right. You have got so many scientists, just find out what is the image of God, whether he is form, is not. Where is that department? You have no such department. You have got so many department, technology department, this department. Where is that department? What is God to know? Is there any department of knowledge?
I don't know if there's no God department working that I know
That's
of. I'll
all.
tell you that right now.
That is difficult. But here is the Krishna conscious movement is the department of knowledge, how to know God. Then he will not accept any rascal as God. He will accept only God as God.
I don't suppose it comes under the Department of Defense.
I am simply surprised that how people accept any man who comes and proposes that I am God, you are God. They have no conception. In this paper also there is an interview with that boy. What is that boy? He says, oh, everyone is God. And everyone is God, then what is the meaning of God?
Well, I say I couldn't agree with you more, but
See?
it's amazing to me. You see, that's why I came. I asked you. You know what? What is all this thing about?
At least
because we get, in our paper, we must have. I couldn't tell you how many letters and we have disciples of guys. Every week there's another guy. It's coming down the pike. Here comes God. He's got this to say, and this one's got this to say, and this one's got this to say. Meyer Babas till they're running out your ears. They're all over the place.
Mahan Baba is here?
No, he's not here. But I mean, I'm talking about we have readers who are constantly making us aware of this avatar and that avatar and avatar. You get tired of it after a while. I mean, my God.
Yes, at least this is a place where you won't get such ideas. We don't say like that.
It's terrible, and it's an indication to me. Yeah, of course, that doesn't make me any genius. Any dunce can figure this out. But it's an indication of a terrible
These propaganda
situation in terms of confusion.
Yes,
People are searching very, very much. They don't know where to go. They're almost in a state of panic.
So what do you think of us?
Figure.
What do you think of us? What is your...
What is my opinion?
Yes.
Well, I think you've got, what you're saying is nice. And it's meaningful. But I don't think it's any more meaningful than what perhaps the Code of Hammurabi, or what Moses got from God on Sinai, or what Jesus
every God
Christ said.
Every God conscious person will say the same thing.
Every what?
Every God conscious person will say that God is worshipable. He does not pose himself as God. You see? Actually, one is one who is actually God conscious. He will never say that I am God. Mm-hmm. He will say, just love God or worship God.
Yeah.
That is the difference.
Yeah. Well, that's, my particular religious beliefs are, I've always been considered a black sheep anyway. I'm sort of considered to be an odd duck. I don't care. Everybody's going to have his own thing, and that's his own bag. Fine. Of course, it's difficult for me to make any kind of a judgment about your particular kind of a thing. It would hardly be worthy of me to sit here and to make a judgment. But based on what you have told me, your message is love. That's all you're preaching is love. Is that right?
That's all. Love of God.
Love of God.
Yes.
And through God, the manifestation of the purest thing that man can be.
Yes.
That is what God is. And I'm all for that. I think that's great. It beats the hell out of Vietnam, I'll tell you that right now. I like it. I think it's great.
So please try to help us, this movement.
Well, I certainly shall. We'll certainly put this put it in the paper. And if it helps through that particular medium, why, that would please me. You've certainly been very kind, and I appreciate talking to you. And I'd be most anxious to see what becomes of the movement, say in 6 months. Do you intend to stay here in Los Angeles, or are you traveling?
I'm traveling, but I'm still here, at least for 1 or 2 months.
I see. But you will go from temple to temple?
Yes, I'm preparing to go to Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
Then I may come back again here. From here I may go to New Vrindavan. And then from there I may go to London.
Uh-huh.
Because I have got so many branches,
Yeah.
so I have to travel.
Yeah, I see. Now, when Say, who is heading up the various the other 12?
All my students.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Students.
I train my students and give him in charge,
Yes.
and he conducts.
I see.
Yes.
Is there a formalized service
Oh yes.
conducted daily or
Daily, twice.
or twice a day?
Not twice, rather 4 or 5 times. Yes.
I see. I see. Very interesting.
We are living in God. It's simply not.
You're doing a daily thing.
Yes. We are eating God's prasada. We are talking of God, singing of God.
I will say this, it's a little different. The scriptures are somewhat different. Scriptures are more complete and I think more intellectually satisfying to modern man than, say, the other scriptures, which tend to be somewhat historical.
You mean you're talking about the Testaments?
Mm-hmm.
This is opposed to the Western Testament, you mean?
They're more scientific.
Yeah.
More scientific.
Well, what are you talking about? A la the Adam and Eve story kind of thing, you mean?
Yes, as opposed to that kind of a story. These are more timeless, in one sense. In other words, it's as timely now.
This is meaningful right now.
You don't have to have any historical background at all.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, it's more complete. It tells you more about what your relationship is in the universe, what God's relationship is to the universe in this way.
Does it assume, is it all premised upon a belief in God?
Oh yes, all of this belief, but it actually tells you how you can experience this.
In other words, if one did not believe in God and he picked this up, it could tell him how he could experience it.
How to get there.
To prove then for himself that there was one.
Yes, whether he believes it or not.
Yes.
It tells him how, in other words, whether he believes there's New York City or not, it tells him how to get there by following this such and such. And there are so many ways, about 4 or 5 ways in Bhagavad Gita, how you can get to Krishna. And there are different ways to appeal to different types of human nature.
Mm-hmm.
So if one way doesn't work for one man, another way will work for another. So a way of action, and there's a way of meditation, and there's a way of learning. So many ways to approach Krishna.
And how long have you been involved in this thing?
Oh, it's 2.5 years.
Yes, since I practice, he is my first student.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's terrific.
Yes.
And have you have demonstrated for yourself then that this has efficacy and meaning?
Oh yes, beyond the shadow of a doubt. Because the further you travel the road, the closer you get. There's no doubt to that.
That's marvelous. That really is.
But there's no easy way, and I know that a lot of the young people now are taking LSD to get there easy. A $5 trip, they can get to God. But, this hasn't proved itself to be really the case. So a lot of it's just a $5 trip to an insane asylum for many. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I did a motion picture on the hippie side, so it's very close to.
So
I thought that the acid thing was sort of had though.
there's no easy way out. There's no really easy way out. It's just that you have to travel the road.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take it seriously, it is very easy. Yes. It is easy at the same time.
Yeah, it's joyful. It's joyful. It may be like Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, it's like poison in the beginning. Maybe like poison in the beginning with nectar at the end. Because the other forms of happiness are like nectar in the beginning, but they're poison at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So LSD is like nectar in the beginning and poison at the end. This is like maybe like poison at the beginning with nectar at the end. Poison at the beginning because we have to withdraw from so many sense objects.
Right. So many what?
All sense gratification and the activities we're accustomed to.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, okay.